Good evening. Welcome to QUT Web News.
Good evening.
Hundreds gathered at St Paul's Anglican Church at Ipswich today to farewell 43-year-old mother Allison Baden-Clay. The crowded church was a testament to the many lives and hearts that Allison touched.
More than 600 mourners attended the emotional ceremony, including Allison's husband Gerard and their 3 young daughters, Eleonora, Sarah and Hannah, who arrived by a side entrance. During the service, family and friends remembered Allison for her warm personality and bright smile. They recalled a hard-working woman with a passion for life who loved her 3 young daughters with all her heart.
In a touching speech, Allison's best friend has urged the congregation to live life with an unselfish soul, just like Allison did.
Today, they said farewell to a woman who had done so much, but still had so much to do in a life that was tragically cut short just weeks ago. Senior police officers involved in Allison's case also paid their respects. Allison's siblings vowed to continue the hunt for answers until justice is served.
In her youth, Allison was vice head girl at Ipswich Girls Grammar. The current school community gathered together today to form a guard of honour.
Accompanied by the Queensland Fire and Rescue Service, they farewelled the hearse from church grounds to her final resting place. On top of the coffin, the flower posies from Allison's 3 children. Her best friend asking mourners today to take comfort in knowing that God has gained a beautiful angel. Danica Ferguson, QUT News.
Brisbane has welcomed its new Catholic Archbishop, Mark Coleridge. Hundreds gathered at St Stephen's Cathedral in the CBD today to witness his installation.
The designs of his heart are from age to age.
The new Archbishop arrived in magenta robes, greeting priests and representatives of the Archdiocese, and Premier Campbell Newman. In his homily, Archbishop Mark Coleridge described his early life and his journey through the church, and his faith.
Through the years, the glimpse I had then has become a dazzling vision of the truth of the cross.
Inside, prominent Queenslanders and members of the Catholic Church gathered. Outside, members of Brisbane's Catholic community watched the mass installation on a screen. It's a significant event for Brisbane. We haven't had a new Archbishop in 20 years.
The new Catholic head is taking over from the long-standing John Bathersby and seems prepared for the challenge.
And there are many people who are disappointed in the church, I know that. But at the same time, I have seen again and again and again the truth of what Jesus says is that there is no wound that cannot become a fountain of life.
Archbishop Coleridge admitted he doesn't know Brisbane all that well. He hasn't been here for over 20 years. But he says he's inspired by how much it's changed.
This is another planet up here, so but I've been really, and in some ways to me surprisingly, energised by this appointment. And I find the whole scene here quite enlivening.
Churchgoers seem inspired by their new leader as well.
Well, as the Archbishop said, for me it means a new beginning.
Well, it's a very prestigious event in my life. This will probably be the only time I'll have this occasion of seeing the investiture of an Archbishop. And being a Catholic, that means much to me too.
Emily Gramens, QUT News.
The RACQ have put an electric car to the test to see how it performs as an ordinary family vehicle. But dealers say it will be 10 years before cars like the Mitsubishi i-MiEV become popular.
It won't get you to Cairns, but it will get you to work. The Mitsubishi i-MiEV is the world's first mass-produced electric car. The RACQ have been trialling it since 2010.
What we're hoping to get from the vehicle is a better understanding of what it will be like to own and operate as an ordinary family vehicle, just as any other motorist would do.
Charging the car is simple. You just plug it in to a power point. But the i-MiEV has no backup petrol engine and a range of just over 100 kilometres. The cost and range limitations of fully electric vehicles make them a hard sell. The RACQ says this will change. In 10 years' time, cars like this one will become mainstream. The market for EVs is still developing, and at a cool $50,000 each, we won't be seeing many of them on our roads just yet.
Say in 10 years' time, these sort of cars are going to be a lot more popular. Obviously, technology is going to be a lot more improved. It's going to extend the distances travelled in these cars, and they're going to be basically what everyone's driving.
Patrick Wright, QUT News.
It's every mother's special day this Sunday, so we sent Rebecca Cox out to get the best tips for you on how to spoil your mum.
From a bunch of roses to a spa package or high tea, shops around Brisbane are gearing up for a busy weekend, especially florists.
What we do is we just try to make sure that we've got the best range for the florists so that they can fulfil the gifts of people buying the flowers for their mother.
Australians will spend almost $1.5 billion celebrating Mother's Day this year.
You'll probably find that the average spends about $70, $80 for their mums. People love their mums, so it's always good to see that.
Shoppers were out in full force, buying last-minute gifts from clothes to accessories and jewellery. While chocolate and flowers may be the most expected gift this Mother's Day, mums say that a gift from the heart is at the top of their wish list instead. A St George Bank survey revealed less than 2% of mums thought buying a present for them was important.
It's a nice day. I think mothers deserve a day. You know, it's pretty nice, especially my mum. She has to deal with me.
I like Mother's Day. It's different now because they're grown up and moved away. But, you know, I still like the card and the phone call. That's all good.
I guess for me the most important thing on Mother's Day is to spend time with my family.
But taking your mum out for lunch is still the most popular gift.
Every year it's packed to the gunnels. The atmosphere's magic, you know, and it's Mum's Day. We do the cooking, we do the washing up, we do everything. Oh, it's a great day, Mother's Day. Love it. I wish I was a mum.
So, a very big happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. Rebecca Cox, QUT News.
Sports news now, and the Broncos are looking to consolidate their top 4 place in the NRL table when they take on fellow competition heavyweights Manly at Suncorp. While in AFL, Hawthorn's Stephen Gillam will make a return this week, but other players will sit out the match with the Demons.
Injured skipper Luke Hodge and Josh Gibson will be left out of tonight's encounter at the MCG. Magpies star player Adam Didak, who was injured during training in February, will be playing in this week's match against Brisbane.
A very robust preparation and right to go. Looking forward to seeing him do what he does.
Carlton's Chris Judd is returning for Monday's match against St Kilda, while the Gold Coast Suns' Gary Ablett will also be back for this week's match against the Giants. In league news, Broncos player Justin Hodges is confident he'll play in tonight's encounter with Premiers Manly at Suncorp Stadium. The Sea Eagles arrived in Brisbane without injured Kieran Ford, but are still hoping for a win.
We want to win a couple in a row and really cement ourselves in that top 8.
And in rugby, Quade Cooper is expected to announce this weekend whether he'll be staying or leaving the Queensland Reds. The Reds have salary cap issues after re-signing captain Will Genia last week. Simone Peterson, QUT News.
Time now for a look at the weather. And I hope you're not getting sick of those blue skies across the southeast, because it looks like it's going to stay that way for a few days yet. Temperatures in the southeast today. Overnight, Ipswich had a cool night on 7 degrees, and the Gold Coast and Brisbane weren't much warmer on 13. During today, though, temperatures rose to the mid-20s. Taking a look around the nation's capitals tomorrow, Sydney should sit comfortably in the low 20s throughout the day. Canberra will drop to 2 degrees overnight, while Hobart will hit 5 with the possibility of a shower or 2. A chilly top for Adelaide, just 16 degrees. The forecast for Queensland, and there's plenty of sunshine around the state this week. Longreach can expect a warm max of 29 degrees. Rockhampton fine and sunny with 28. Further north, Townsville and Cairns can expect some light rain, but the temps stay relatively high. Mount Isa can expect a top of 30. The outlook for Brisbane over the weekend, not a cloud in sight. Saturday and Sunday will be fine, reaching the mid-20s. Monday is also beautiful and sunny, but a cooler top of 21. That brings you up to date with the weather.
And that's all the news we have for now.
We'll be back on Monday with more QUT News. Goodbye.
Goodbye.